Hello, everybody. Pardon the interruption here of your day. I just want to jump in real quick to remind us a little message of hope and to remind us also of some things coming up where we can participate in hope. We've got a lot happening as a church. We've, went through shutdown days and some of the early COVID stuff, and like everybody, just shut down a lot of stuff. But we have a lot coming up, a lot happening. So I just want to give you a couple of reminders, a few reminders of the things that are coming up. First off, for the book of Lamentations, we spent all summer talking a lot about lamenting, and lamenting that leads us to praise. And remember, the shift towards praise is that big but. The Psalms have full of big buts, and Lamentations has a powerful one. And so in chapter 3, Jeremiah's been doing a lot of lamenting about all that is wrong. Certainly everywhere we look right now is a lot of lamenting, and there's still much more to come. I mean, it's not going to end anytime soon, and come election, things are just not going to simply get better. I'm fearful they're going to get worse, because no matter who wins the elections, the other side's going to be righteously angry. Let me watch what I say there. So Lamentations fits so well with some of the experiences we've had. I mean, some of their problems I think were a little more difficult than what we're going through, but Lamentations chapter 3, verse 17, my soul is bereft of peace. I've forgotten what happiness is. So I say, my endurance has perished. So has my hope from the Lord. Remember my afflictions, my wanderings, the wormwood, the gall. My soul continually remembers it and is bowed down within me. My soul is bereft of peace, and I've forgotten what happiness is. This heavy lamenting. But in verse 21, there's the big but this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. When I look at the world around me, when I look at my circumstances, it just brings more lamenting. But when I call these things to mind, I have hope. And what he calls to mind is this. I'll just read the first part. You keep reading, go into Lamentations 3 and read the rest of this. Therefore I have hope when I call this to mind. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. The Lord is my portion. He's all that I need. Therefore, I will hope in him. When I look at the circumstances of our world, when I look what's happening to me, around me, I have just lamenting and no peace. But when I call these things to mind, Jeremiah says in Lamentations 3, I have hope. When I focus on, when I'm redirecting my thoughts towards, when I'm fixing my eyes upon, when I'm looking at, worshiping, singing, fighting my battles in that right kind of way, I have hope. And when I think about the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases, God is still faithful. God is still on the throne. His steadfast love is never ceasing. He has a plan and a purpose. His mercies never come to an end. It doesn't matter what anybody's doing to us or around us. And in fact, his mercies are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Every morning we could wake up with renewed hope and joy of what the work that God is doing in our lives. And the Lord is my portion. He is all that we need. And therefore, I have hope. We're bringing a message of hope to Rootstown. It's kind of what the theme of the next few weeks even is about, and I want to keep piggybacking on that with what we're doing on the event on October 4th. So let me just remind you again, there's a bunch of things. I'll mention some of these Sunday, but I want to put them in a video so we can just keep these before us, because there's a lot of things that are happening and how we can participate in bringing hope. This Sunday's food pantry, same routine like we do at the end of every month. So I just want to let you know about it ahead of time, remind you of it, and to invite you to participate and to be a part of it Sunday after second service. Next Wednesday, the 30th at 6 o'clock here, Steve Stevens, our very own, yes, Steve Stevens is going to be offering what's called an ambassador's class. We've heard him talk a lot, either in call to worships and sermon about outreach and witnessing and how he's sharing his faith. And so he's put together a class, kind of a program, something for us to come together and called Ambassadors Program. Fits very well 2 Corinthians 5. We are called to be ambassadors of Jesus Christ, representatives. And so for Steve to share and have us dialogue about what does it mean, what does it look like, and how can we approach being an ambassador for Jesus Christ. So I encourage you, take a look at your calendar next week, mark that down, Wednesday the 30th, next Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, Ambassadors with Steve Stevens here. Yes, the Steve Stevens here. On Sunday, 10/4, a couple of things happening. At 9 o'clock at the first service, our very own Rick Ravine, one of our elders, is going to be teaching a new class, a new Bible class starting up on the book of Luke. What could be possibly better than waking up on October the 4th and coming to church at 9 o'clock, spending time with Elder Rick Ravine and Dr. Luke and studying about Jesus Christ using a book by Michael Card, studying the gospel of amazement and developing a richer understanding of the message of Jesus Christ. There is nothing better than that you could possibly do than to come to church on Sunday 10/4 to spend the 9 o'clock hour with Elder Rick Ravine, Dr. Luke, writing the Gospel of Luke, studying about Jesus Christ alongside a book written by the Michael Card. So I invite you to consider that, attend, be here on that Sunday. And then that Sunday 10/4, right after church, that afternoon at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 o'clock, we are playing host to the Ride for Life Ministries with Scott coming here doing his, not me, Scott, a different Scott, doing his stunt motorcycle show, sharing a message of hope, sharing his testimony, combining together with other churches in Rootstown to be able to put on this event to reach out to the community around us and share a message of hope. So that's Sunday, October the 4th, 4 to 6 o'clock. It's kind of an ongoing event, so even if you can't be here right at 4, come at 4:30, 5 o'clock. If you can't be here until, or have to be here at 4, but you have to leave at 5, come and participate in some part of it and see some of the things that will be happening. The stunts and motorcycle stunts and show and Scott's testimony are phenomenal. So Sunday, October the 4th, 4 to 6 o'clock. And lastly, just a heads up, looking ahead into the future, our own Vicki Smith asked me to just give you a little bit of a heads up about the Christmas for Kids program. That program has become so big in the last couple of years, and under Vicki's leadership and collecting toys from all over the place and be able to share with kids all over the community and communities around us. And so just mark your calendar for that. Trees will be going up in November. I know it's early thinking Christmas, but just get your calendar marked because it's such a big event. Gift wrapping, December the 18th. Mark that on your calendar that you could make a point to be a part of that this year, and then the distribution will be that next day on December the 19th. We are so blessed as a church right now to be able to participate in so many ways, to be the hands and feet of Christ to this community, to share the love of Jesus Christ, the good news of Christ to the community around us, and to offer a message of hope to people all around us, again, giving those cups of cold water to a dehydrated land. We have a lot going on, a lot happening. Mark your calendars, pay attention to the things coming out on email, listening on Sunday mornings for what's happening. Find a way to be able to plug in and to contribute and to be a part. As always, I'm so grateful, so thankful for the work that you continue to provide and give, the service, the volunteerism, the tithing and contributing to the needs of this church, and I'm blessed to be a part of this work and this ministry with you. Just calling our attention again to be a part, to participate in some kind of way, and again reminding us all we're in a season of Spirit today, praying and fasting this week, still praying for our community, praying for our world, praying for our nation. We have a lot that if we focus on it wrongly can really bring us down and cause a lot of lamenting. And I know as a church, we're going through a lot of different things, and individually and personally, a lot of us are going through a lot of heavy stuff right now. But this, we can call to mind Lamentations 3:21, and we can have hope. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is his faithfulness. Our God, the Lord is our portion, says my soul. Therefore, we can have hope in him. God bless you guys.